What if your brain is deleting your dreams on purpose? Have you ever woken up knowing you had the most vivid, intense dream, and then poof, it's gone? One moment you're flying over impossible landscapes or reliving a memory that never happened. And the next, just silence. You're not broken. You're not alone. And it turns out this forgetfulness isn't a glitch. It might be your brain protecting you from something. In fact, recent research suggests that your brain might be erasing your dreams on purpose as a built-in defense mechanism to stop your mind from spiraling into confusion, chaos, or even psychological danger. But why would your brain go through all the effort of creating these rich, vivid worlds at night, only to wipe them clean before breakfast? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. You see, when you fall asleep, your mind doesn't shut down. It shifts into another state. Your logical brain goes offline, and deeper emotional systems take over. The part of your brain responsible for decision-making and self-control, that dims. Meanwhile, your imagination kicks into overdrive, painting those vivid, surreal dreamscapes. But here's the strange part. The moment you wake up, those dream worlds vanish, almost instantly. This phenomenon is what scientists call dream amnesia, and nearly every human experiences it. Even the most powerful, emotionally charged dreams, gone within minutes. Why? The answer starts in your biology. As your body moves from deep sleep to waking, your brain does a chemical flip. The substances that support dreaming, like acetylcholine, drop dramatically. Meanwhile, chemicals that fuel logic and attention take over. The result? Your dream memories get erased before they can even stick. But brain chemistry is only part of the story. Here are 9 darker reasons your brain might be intentionally suppressing your dreams to protect your grip on reality. 1. The reality firewall. What if your brain isn't just forgetting your dreams? It's erasing them on purpose. Here's the thing, dreams are weird. They ignore logic, rewrite time, and bend the laws of physics. One minute you're flying, the next you're talking to someone who died years ago. And if you remembered those experiences too clearly, they could start to feel real. Too real. That's where the reality firewall comes in. Some neuroscientists believe your brain has evolved a kind of built-in filter, a subconscious defense system that wipes dream memories before they can mess with your grip on reality. It's like a mental gatekeeper saying, "Nope, you don't need to carry that into the real world." Why does this matter? Because when this filter breaks down, things get blurry fast. Studies on schizophrenia have shown that many patients struggle to separate dream memories from real events. Their brains can't always tell what actually happened and what was just imagined. And that confusion can be dangerous. So maybe forgetting dreams isn't a flaw. Maybe it's your mind's first line of defense, protecting your sanity by keeping dream logic from leaking into waking life. 2. The emotional overflow valve. Dreams aren't just strange, they're emotionally intense. One night you're reliving the best moment of your life. The next, you're trapped in a nightmare that leaves you gasping. Fear, joy, heartbreak, anger. It all hits hard in dreamland. Now imagine carrying all that into your morning routine. Exhausting, right? That's why some psychologists believe dream amnesia is actually a form of emotional hygiene. A mental buffer that filters out unnecessary emotional overload before it spills into your day. Think about it. Have you ever woken up in a weird mood, totally thrown off for no reason? That's residue from a dream you don't even remember. Now imagine you remembered every vivid, emotionally charged dream in perfect detail. You'd start your day with a full backpack of feelings, most of which aren't even tied to your real life. And the science backs this up. A study in the Journal of Sleep Research found that people who remember more dreams tend to score higher on emotional sensitivity and neuroticism, meaning more dream recall equals more emotional baggage. So maybe your brain's doing you a favor. Maybe forgetting is self-protection, an invisible act of emotional self-care that keeps your mind clear, your mood stable, and your nervous system from short-circuiting. 3. The brain's night shift, subconscious sorting. Some neuroscientists believe dreams aren't really stories. They're side effects of your brain running a nightly sorting algorithm. As you sleep, your mind scans the past 24 hours, tags what matters, and throws away what doesn't. It's like mental spring cleaning. Every night, that dream about your high school teacher riding a motorcycle, that wasn't just weird. It was your brain processing old memories, emotions, and stray thoughts. And once the file is stored, the dream itself gets tossed. No reason to keep the wrapper once the gift's been opened. A study in Nature Neuroscience found that the brain strengthens new neural connections during sleep, even when the person doesn't consciously remember dreaming. Translation: your mind might be running silent rehearsals for real-life problems and storing important skills without you ever realizing it. Ever gone to bed confused and woken up with surprising clarity? That wasn't magic. That was your subconscious doing overnight maintenance. And dream amnesia is just the final sweep. Forgetting dreams, then, isn't a flaw. It's how your brain makes space for what actually matters. 4. The creative spark of forgetting. Some of the greatest ideas in history, they came from dreams. Mary Shelley dreamed up Frankenstein. Paul McCartney heard Yesterday in his sleep. But here's the twist. It's not always the full dream that sparks creativity. It's the fragments, the fuzzy pieces, the feelings you can't quite explain. Cognitive scientists believe that partial dream recall may actually be more creatively powerful than total recall. Why? Because your brain wants to make sense of things. So when you wake up with just a strange image or a lingering emotion, your mind starts filling in the blanks. And that is where creativity lives. A study in the journal Sleep found that people awakened during REM sleep, when dreams are most vivid, showed significantly higher creative problem-solving skills. Not because of the dream itself, but because of the transition. That mental shift from dream logic to waking thought sparks new, unexpected ideas. So ironically, forgetting your dreams may be exactly what helps your brain think more imaginatively. The gaps force your mind to invent, to interpret, to create. 5. Memory's midnight workshop. Sleep isn't just for rest. It's when your brain gets down to serious work. While your body relaxes, your mind is busy running one of the most powerful data backup systems in nature. Especially during REM sleep, when dreams are at their peak, your brain is sorting through your day, transferring key information from short-term memory into long-term storage. But here's the twist. This process comes with a hidden cost. As your brain locks away what's important, it often overwrites the dreams that carried those insights. In other words, your dream was just the delivery truck. Once it drops off the package, it disappears. A study in the journal Cell backs this up. The same mental filters that help you ignore irrelevant details while awake also activate during sleep. Your brain doesn't want clutter, it wants clarity. Think of it like your phone clearing cache data after a system update. You don't lose anything essential, you're just freeing up space. That's probably why we often remember only bits and pieces of emotionally charged dreams. Those are the ones linked to memories your brain thinks are worth keeping. So if you're frustrated about forgetting your dreams, don't be. It's not a glitch. It's an elegant system doing exactly what it's designed to do. Clearing the fog so you can think clearly when you wake up. 6. evolution's editing tool. Now let's zoom way out like prehistoric. Imagine an early human waking up after a terrifying dream of being chased by a predator. But instead of scanning their surroundings for danger, they're still stuck in dream logic, wondering why a saber-toothed tiger had glowing eyes and spoke in riddles. That kind of hesitation could have meant death. This is why some evolutionary psychologists believe dream amnesia was hardwired into us for survival. Forgetting dreams wasn't a weakness, it was an adaptation. A mental filter designed to help our ancestors focus on real threats, not imaginary ones. In fact, a study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that people are far more likely to remember dreams with threatening content, like being hunted or attacked, than neutral ones. It's as if your brain runs a survival filter. Keep the danger, discard the noise. And this still matters today. Your ability to tell the difference between what you dreamed, what you imagined, and what actually happened. That's critical for making smart decisions. If dream memories stuck around too clearly, they could start to distort your judgment or blur your grip on reality. So when your dreams vanish by morning, it's not just biology. It's evolution sharpening your attention. So you wake up focused on what's real, what matters, and what keeps you alive. 7. The quantum mind reset. Now let's take one final leap into the strange intersection where science meets the unknown. Quantum consciousness. At the quantum level, reality stops playing by normal rules. Particles don't just sit in one place. They exist in multiple states at once, a phenomenon called superposition. Nothing becomes real until it's observed. And here's where it gets wild. Some researchers believe your brain might work the same way. Physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff proposed that consciousness may originate from quantum activity inside microscopic structures in your brain called microtubules. If that's true, then dreaming isn't just mental noise, it's quantum-level processing. Your brain could be exploring infinite outcomes, testing scenarios, running mental simulations, all at once. Then you wake up, and just like that, collapse. Your brain settles into one reality, one timeline, the others, forgotten. In this view, forgetting your dreams isn't a flaw, it's essential. It allows you to return to a single self, a grounded reality, a stable consciousness. A study in Physics of Life Reviews explored this exact possibility, asking whether biological systems like the brain could support quantum-level behavior. The answer? Still being explored, but the implications are massive. Because if your brain truly does operate like a quantum processor, then dream amnesia isn't just memory loss, it's a reset button. A daily convergence back into oneself after a night of infinite mental possibilities. So when your dreams dissolve with the morning light, don't mourn them. They may have been the very thing that made you whole again. If you've made it this far, type "I understood it" in the comments so we know you're one of the few who truly see the deeper layers behind the dream. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if this video sparks something in you, hit that like button and share it with someone who's ready to wake up to the unseen. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. And until then, stay curious.